Hello, lovelies. Esther here, and we have completed now 2 weeks of the 2024 Drop 'em 78 challenge. And just a word, if you have already kind of found yourself faltering with the Drop 'em 78 and you wanted to start and you're like, and you dropped out, drop back in, start right where you are. This is not about perfection. This is about moment by moment, day by day, just entwining our lives with the tarot. So no better time than the present to check out this fabulous mandala of archetypes that have been around for centuries and keep being reinvented by you and by me, frankly. So lots of links below. It's not too late to register for the challenge. Registering just means that I'm going to add your name to a mailing list, and then when I send out emails, you'll get an email from me. Okay. Whew. So the Pentacles, the coins, I've been working with the not so cheerful Somnia Tarot. Now, here's the thing about the Drop 'em 78. Trust the process. What I am finding is on a continuum of, on the one hand, I screwed up. I picked the stupidest deck. I am the stupidest person. This is all hokum and ridiculous, and nothing as good is going to come from it. On that side of the spectrum, all the way to this side of the spectrum of the universe is completely, the wind is behind me. It's driving me forward. I am on a roll. I am in flight. This is magical. Everything is falling into place. Between those two poles of the spectrum, at any given moment, we are somewhere along the way. It's not either or. It's both and, people. If you dive in, the waters will meet you, because these are your waters. Does this make any sense at all? These are your waters. What we're exploring in the tarot, and especially in this day by day, moment by moment, card by card practice of Drop 'em 78, what we are exploring is our own heart, our own body, our own mind, our own will. We are exploring ourselves through the archetypes, and we are exploring the archetypes through ourselves. So dive in. The waters will meet you because they are your waters. So that said, this is a challenging deck, and it's challenging because, look, people, the delightful Mother of all mothers cards, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Coins, this is what she looks like in the Drop 'em 78. in the Somnia Tarot. But what I've been exploring and realizing with this particular version of the Pentacles, I've been exploring and discovering the ways in which the Pentacles are all about resource. They're all about what it is that nourishes me each moment of my life. And the way that I understand this world that I have been born into, the way I understand that either as something that is alive, that breathes, that dies, or something that I can extract and hold onto. Is the world of the earth, is it a world of seed and harvest and fruit? Or is it a world of mineral, of raw resource, of value to be mined? Am I digging in the earth to come up with roots, or am I digging in the earth to come up with coins? Is there something that's alive here, or is this about the value that I extract? That tension is played out when the Pentacles are envisioned as they are historically, as coins. And in this rendition of the suit of coins, we see again and again scenes of exchange, of patronage, right? Of hierarchy, of servitude, of labor. This Eight of Coins, where the artisan is crafting away he is under the ruins of a gallows. There's something about the world of creation and creativity and the value that we extract, the value that is the treasure of this life, that we unearth, that we carry with us, that we carry away, that we cradle, that we hold in suspense, or we bury in the earth. There is something about, oh wow, I'm just now seeing what I hadn't seen yesterday when I was working with this card, which is that dirt that is shooting up into the air or falling back into the ground. I'm not sure. I can't remember how I began that sentence. I got so distracted by that flow of dirt. At any rate, here we are in the suit of Pentacles, where it's not clear what can survive from our encounter with the materials of our life. What will outlast us? What is everlasting? Is anything everlasting in this world? The Somnia Tarot invites me to think about what lasts and is everlasting in terms of the materials of my unconscious. So all of these images of digging in the earth really feel to me like images of photographs of a kind of encounter with the dark underground materials of my own heart and soul, and what I do with those materials, which is to create meaning, to create art. The Eight of Pentacles is so much of a key card in this deck, because there you go, that's Nicholas Bruno, right? That's the artist behind the deck, and there he is diligently crafting away, and what he's crafting on these coins is an image of a compass. That compass that lies here on the drafting table next to him. Is it a tool? Is it an idea? Is it inspiration? Is it the instrument for the work? For the artist, everything is material. Everything is the potential for creating the vision, for manifesting the vision. But in a sense, too, the artist is always aware that the materials themselves have a life and will at some point have some kind of a death, because like all things of this world, they're temporary, they're impermanent. My delving into this deck, particularly with the suit of Pentacles, a deck where, we don't see any faces, and when we do see a human head, it's either turned with its face away from us or shrouded in ways that are really uncomfortable to see because of all of the images I have of torture and Abu Ghraib and, just that hooded depiction and the gallows and the noose. I mean, these are not depictions of an easy material existence. But in this deck, I find myself grappling with the tendency to not want to be part of the embodied world because of the suffering that embodiment entails, and the work of the work of a human life, which is to heal the schism between body and mind, between heart and will, that actually the schism that pulls all four parts of us, the four parts that are caught up in the four minor arcana of earth, air, fire, and water, the four parts of us, our body, our will or desire, that's the suit of wands, that's our fire, our minds, the suit of air, and our heart, our spirituality, our emotionality, the suit of cups, that water suit, to heal the ways in which those things have been pulled apart and to reintegrate them. In the land of dream that the Somnia Tarot brings forward, we're encountering that disintegration of the psyche, and we're being invited to reintegrate it. Now, this deck was created in a time of great distress It was conceived in 2020 in the early days of the pandemic, not unlike my calibration deck, which is the Tarot of the Dawning World, Con Selesnik's incredible Marseille-like deck. This is a deck that was also produced in pandemic and at a time when, you know, our world was drowning, and the suit of coins here is relentlessly about bread. The coins themselves, this becomes clear as the images progress from ace to king. We're working with a world of pastry embedded in water with lots of other things, including root vegetables and flowers. And there we go. We've got our knight there, and our queen, and our king. And that way in which bread is the perfect symbol to bring into the suit of earth. Bread, which is both slang for money, right? Coins, bread. You got any bread, man? Got any bread, man? And also it's the stuff, the staff of life, right? But it's not something that fares well in the drowning world. It's prone to get soggy and moldy and disintegrate. How do we hold on to what we treasure? The Pentacles, the suit of earth, is the suit of treasure. And it's asking this question: how do we hold on to that treasure? How do we treasure our life? How do we hold on to value? How do we hold on to meaning? Where does meaning reside? Because if it resides anywhere that I can feel, anywhere that I can touch, and the Pentacles, the suit of earth, is very much the suit of what I can touch, of what's here, what's immediate, what's given to me. If value is contained in anything that I can touch, value will disintegrate, like all things do in this drowning world. Okay, that's the sum total of what I got for the Pentacles. I also want in these update videos to do a little tarot stir crazy, to talk about decks that I'm not working with that have just arrived in the mail. And today I want to talk about Ash's Ashwina. I think she's in France. I think she's in Paris, but I'm not sure. This amazing artist of the Estrella Tarot. Her name, apparently, Ashwina, means, I think, little star. No, something else. I'll plop it in below. And this is the most beautiful, yummy Marseille deck that I've seen in a long time. It's a beautiful linen cardstock. The colors are delicious. It's based on the Noblet, the 1650 Noblet Tarot, and it is fabulous. These are the backs, and I just want to do a quick little reading. Oh, it shuffles beautifully because it's got linen. Here I am a week before the US elections, and a little bit freaked out. What do you want to tell me and to anyone watching this about this tricky and freaky time? What should we know? Whoop. Le Battleur. Oh, look, it's Michael Jackson. Oh, fabulous. Okay. So, things are not what they seem. And it's really important to stay nimble. There's a little trickster energy that we need to inhabit. We might want to, the thing about the Noblet Tarot, that weird little vulva opening, whatever that is, that little thing down there. So you might want to keep our eyes on the escape hatch, but don't stop believing in magic, even when you see the sleight of hand. Yeah? Is it sort of an encouragement to keep a sense of magic alive, even when there's sort of trickster, shyster, con person energy about, even when things might not be 100% trustworthy? but to keep that sense of the show, the magic of the show alive. Am I understanding? Oh, okay, so the king of, now who is that? I feel like all of these figures have meaning, and I think I'm going to need to get her guidebook. So she has a guidebook you can get in French or in English on Gumroad. But the king of deniers, which are these conch shells in, the cowrie shells in this deck. Yeah. So I just finished with the king of pentacles, the king of coins, the king of cowries. So don't be afraid to be connected, to connect to things, to stay grounded, to stay with my feet on the ground. What about fear, anxiety, turmoil, if things do not go well in a week? Ace of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Just meet it. Meet it with the clarity of our wisdom. Meet it with the clarity of our minds. Don't be afraid to strike right through it. I love that crown. All right, I'm going to need to get her guidebook to get a sense of some of the images. She also has a YouTube channel, so it's in French, but perhaps, and I think she talks about this deck as she's creating it. Okay, anything else that I or the collective should know, Estrella? Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful. Oh my God, this deck. Yeah, trust our intuition. Trust the mystery. So, you know, from the Magician to the Moon. So things are not what they appear, perhaps. There is some trickster, that bateleur who's not the Magician of the Waitsmith, who carries much more sense of, there's manipulation and there's sleight of hand. There's always sleight of hand in life. We're always putting our thumb on the scale one way or another, trying to tilt things in our favor. But trust the mystery, trust the sword of your own clarity, your own wisdom, and keep your feet on the ground. Okay. Hope you all are doing well, and thank you as always for your practice. Take good care.